Hello and welcome to our first essay assignment for English 101. For this first essay, we will construct a narrative. Over the next few weeks, we will explore different narratives and narrative strategies through our course readings, virtual lectures, and other activities. We will also learn about specific strategies like including detail and dialogue that will help to bring your story to life. We will then practice these techniques in our course journal assignments, which will assist you in drafting your very first narrative. So what is a narrative? On the basic level, a narrative is a story. To narrate something is to tell a story or to relate the events as they happened. In your narrative essay, you will tell the story of an event that has happened in your life. This should be something that is or was important to you and that has shaped who you are today. Who we are is influenced by many different events and experiences in our lives, and these items make up our personal narrative. In your Essay 1 narrative assignment, you will want to pick one of these events from your life. This event should allow your reader to understand a significant aspect of who you are. It should be meaningful and engaging. You will want to include dialogue and detailed descriptions. The significance of the event and the impression that it had on you must be clearly articulated in your essay. Your essay should be at least 3 full pages in length, or roughly 750 to 1,000 words. Your essay should be constructed in APA formatting, so please keep in mind the APA template and video tutorial provided in Module 1. Within our narrative, our goal is to put our readers into our shoes so they can experience our stories for themselves. This is most easily achieved by including detail and dialogue. Including detail helps your reader to see, hear, smell, taste, and feel what you felt, while including dialogue helps your reader to experience conversations and other spoken events that bring your story to life. These are also great ways to really bring to life characters or certain situations, which can help make your narrative more impactful for your readers. We will go over both of these items and other narrative strategies very soon. Almost all of our course materials from the next few weeks will help you with getting started with your narrative. In Modules 1 through 3, we will read through different narrative examples and practice constructing shorter narratives based on our own experiences. Our reading discussion board activities will help you to reflect on these different narrative examples, while our journal assignments give you the opportunity to practice telling your own stories. If you would like, you are welcome to use your Journal 1, Journal 2, or Journal 3 assignments as a starting point for your Essay 1 narrative. So if one of these journal prompts sticks out to you, please feel free to keep it in mind as you get started on your draft. Otherwise, please see the possible topics on the next slide for additional ideas for your narrative. Here are a few topic suggestions to get you started. Remember, you can write your narrative about any event from your life. You do not have to choose something from this list. This list is just here to help you if you are having trouble choosing a topic. For instance, you could write about something that you remember from your childhood that illustrates who you were when you were a child and shows how you saw the world. You might write a narrative about a time when you felt overwhelmed or did not know how to handle a situation or conflict, and then tell how the situation or conflict was resolved. You could write about an experience that helped you learn something about yourself. Explain what happened and what you learned about yourself and your own nature. You could write a narrative about a challenge that you have faced. Show what the challenge was and illustrate how you felt about it. You could also write about an incident, experience, or chain of events that made you believe in fate. You could write about a time when you felt one way about a person, place, or experience, but then changed your mind. Explain why you felt the way you initially felt, what changed your feelings or perceptions of the person, place, or experience, and how you felt afterward. Think about a time when you suddenly understood an idea or skill that you've been struggling with. Write a narrative that tells of your movement to understanding and that shows how you felt when you were struggling to understand the idea or skill and how you felt after you figured it out. You could write about an event in your life that seemed good or bad but turned out good. Tell the story of your event and help your reader understand how something negative may have positive consequences. As you begin to think about your Essay 1 narrative rough draft, please make sure to include the following: an introduction with a strong hook that grabs your reader's attention, introduces the story and the characters, and contains a thesis statement that will explain the value or main purpose of your story. Body paragraphs that focus on developing your narrative in chronological order, including any background information or character development. This is also a great place to include detail and dialogue. These body paragraphs will comprise the majority of your narrative. And finally, you'll want a conclusion that brings the essay to a close by finding a way to apply your story and the lesson that you learned or the change that you've experienced to any reader who picks up your essay. You do not need to summarize your story in this conclusion. Instead, try to emphasize the main point that all readers could identify with or something that ties everything together in the end. Please make sure to check out the Essay 1 narrative handout in Module 1 for review of this information and the requirements for this assignment. I look forward to working together in the upcoming weeks to develop your narrative. As always, please don't hesitate to reach out if you have any questions or concerns.